After teasing us yesterday with a spring-like day, Mother Nature has delivered a message loud and clear that we are still in the middle of winter.
Right now at 4, bracing for impact, a massive winter storm hits the Northeast. We'll show you some of the hardest hit areas.
Questions remain after an early morning fire in Hamburg. The owner tells us what's next.
We just want to know what happened to him. And I'm not going to stop until somebody tell me what happened. I'm not.
And searching for answers, a Buffalo woman's plea after her boyfriend died in police custody. And we get reaction from one of the officer's lawyers. People in the Northeast are experiencing what could be one of the biggest storms of the season. This is a live look right now at some of the conditions. It's canceled thousands of flights around the country, including several flights out of Buffalo. It could bring as much as a foot of snow in areas like New York, New Jersey, and Boston. Good afternoon, and thanks so much for joining us. We saw some light snow in Buffalo this morning, but as you can see behind me here, it's looking much different here than it is some areas in the Northeast. Former meteorologist Andrew Baglini is tracking the storm in the Northeast for us. Andrew, what are we seeing here?
Big mess there. We saw over a foot of snow in some areas, blizzard conditions, and that's starting to wind down now, but the impacts were widespread. Well, here in western New York, we actually do have a little bit of snow of our own, but it's pretty much focused south of Buffalo. We have a nice sunny day in the metro, but a lake effect snow advisory is active down in Chautauqua County. That goes through 10 o'clock tonight. We've been seeing some persistent scattered lake effect snow showers, and at times they've been some bursts of moderate snow moving through the Chautauqua Ridge, piling up a few inches on the ground and a few more in store for tonight. We can actually get some more activity off of Lake Ontario. But here's a look at Chautauqua Lake, at times mirroring what it's been looking like across parts of the Northeast. Much different picture than what we have here in Buffalo with that sunshine. We're expecting that snow to continue pretty much south of the city for the evening commute. So the metro area, we're looking smooth to drive home. If you are heading through the southern tier, and especially for Chautauqua County, could encounter some minor problems, but nothing unmanageable. Later on tonight, expect some snow showers to come off Lake Ontario, especially up across Orleans County. Could pick up a couple of inches there. Still not expecting much for the Buffalo and the metro area, maybe a coating on the ground overnight into tomorrow morning. Round number 2 of snow arrives late tomorrow afternoon. Those snow showers a little bit more widespread, but fairly unimpressive. The evening commute could be dealing with a coating to an inch on the ground, enough to slow you down just a little bit. But again, nothing major. Then we'll clear out for the weekend with milder temperatures on the way. Cold day today, though. 22 in Buffalo, some teens south of the city, and a noticeable breeze, bringing those wind chills pretty much down in the teens for tonight. So mostly cloudy here in the metro. Snow showers to the north and south, ranging anywhere from a dusting to 3 inches, especially in Chautauqua County, with temperatures in the teens tonight. Coming up in my full 4 forecast, we'll talk about the upcoming weekend. We're turning milder, but we also have some wet weather on the way. Christy?
Andrew, thanks. In your top 4, we're getting back to that storm impacting several states in the Northeast. The National Weather Service predicts 12 to 18 inches of snow for Boston and eastern Maine. They say New York City could also get up to a foot. Sanitation trucks are trying to keep up. And take a look at this. An EarthCam shot shows Times Square almost empty besides plows and people shoveling. It's the same story from New York to Boston.
Drive your car today. It's real simple. We need you off the streets. Again, I understand sometimes people have no choice. But if you do have a choice, don't drive your car.
If you must travel, do so safely, minimize distractions, plan ahead, and of course, stay away from the plows.
Thousands of flights have been canceled because of the storm, including here in Buffalo. Officials are also warning of high winds, coastal flooding, and possible power outages. Questions remain this afternoon after a man died yesterday in police custody. Friends and family of 20-year-old Wardell Davis want answers as to how he died. Officers stopped Davis after they saw suspicious activity on the city's west side. It was near Hoyt and Arnold Streets Tuesday night. Police say he ran when they questioned him. Officers say he had a medical emergency when he was handcuffed and later died in a hospital. We spoke to Thomas Burton today. He's representing Officer Todd McAllister in the case. He says the officers just wanted to ask Davis a question.
They went to ask him to keep his hands out of his pockets and where the officers could see him. He swung his hand, took off down the street, and after stating various things to the officer that are going to remain confidential right now.
Coming up in the next half hour, why the officers were familiar with Davis and where the case goes from here. A new reward is being offered in the case of a 16-year-old shot and killed in Buffalo 4 months ago. Crime Stoppers and Buffalo police are offering up to $2,500 for information on Kirsten Piazza's killer. He was killed at Leroy and Hill in Buffalo on October 13th of last year. Another 16-year-old was also shot but survived. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 867-6161. A bizarre story. A bus driver is now facing DWI charges after she took off without a college basketball team. State police arrested 56-year-old Linda Edmister. She was a bus driver for the St. Louis Billikens last night, who played St. Bonaventure. Authorities say the bus was gone when the team went to leave the game. Troopers tracked the bus through GPS and found it about 35 miles away in Randolph. They say Edmister had a blood alcohol level of 0.22. The team was able to get another bus. In Hamburg, firefighters were challenged fighting a fire at a business early this morning. Cold weather combined with flammable materials caused problems. News 4's Ali Ingersoll shows us how they fought the fire.
Crews have left, but questions still remain. What exactly caused this early morning fire, and what's the extent of the damage?
Upon arrival, fire was coming through the alpha side and through the roof.
Arriving crews found flames coming out of Southtown's fireplace.
Right off the bat, we went defensive. Nobody went inside.
That's the strategy the chief took fighting this fire, helping keep crews from several responding departments safe, reporting there are no injuries and no one was inside at the time. Lakeshore's chief Matthew Giacomini says upon arriving, they began realizing potential dangers, as the materials inside of this type of store are highly flammable.
There's a lot of fuel in that building that fueled that fire. Most fireplaces are gas. None of the fireplaces were on. And
that's the business's owner, Bill Sim. He says the fire started in the office before spreading. He looks on, still in disbelief about what happened at his store, finding out about it from a friend calling him this morning just before 5:15.
He goes, no, it's on fire. So I jumped in my car, of course, came up here in the office. The back part of the showroom in the office area was on fire.
Sim's store along Camp Road has been a Hamburg staple for more than 35 years.
I worked my way through college. When I got back from Vietnam, I started my own business.
He says he's had to overcome many challenges in life, and this one is just another speed bump along the way.
Nothing's going to change. If you knew me, you would know that. All my friends know that. Just push forward.
Sim says his business will remain open. He's just asking patrons to be patient as they're trying to figure out what to do next. In Hamburg, Ali Ingersoll, News 4.
Donald Trump has an amazing goal to have campaigned the way he did and then put this man as nominee for Secretary of Labor.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is calling on President Donald Trump to withdraw the nomination of Andrew Puzder to head the Labor Department. Schumer says he's a terrible choice for the position because he is, quote, anti-worker. Puzder's confirmation hearing has been rescheduled multiple times. It's now slated for February 16th. The U.S. officially has a new attorney general. Former Alabama Senator Jeff Sessions was sworn in last night. He took the oath of office today with his wife, President Donald Trump, and Vice President Mike Pence by his side. The nomination stirred up stories of intolerance from his past and spurred allegations that he was a racist. President Trump says the AG will focus on fighting crime, terrorism, and immigration.
Today's ceremony should be seen as a clear message to the gang members and drug dealers terrorizing innocent people. Your day is over.
We need a lawful system of immigration, one that serves the interests of the people of the United States.
The White House's next move will be to get the president's Supreme Court nominee, Judge Neil Gorsuch, through the confirmation process. The Senate is also expected to cast a final vote on Congressman Tom Price for Secretary of Health and Human Services. Next on News 4, Reading for a Reason, the goal behind this special read-in for children in our area. Plus, flying off the shelves, Nordstrom Rack says it will no longer sell Ivanka Trump's line. Why the president and his staff say this was a direct attack.